to join me.
In paid in every single way.
You know I'm a grind when I get it. Yeah.
Hello, this is Dr. Jacqueline. This is your monthly reading for the sign of Libra. Libra sun, moon, rising, however Libra resonates within your chart. Actually, let's switch it up. This is just a general reading for all signs. And we'll catch up with the other months. It's been vacation season, vacation time. So this is just a general reading. Hopefully you find a message that resonates with you. Sun, moon, rising, however. This is just spiritual overview for the month. Spirit, what message or messages do you have for the masses? Be sure to like, share, subscribe. You have the Knight of Cups, commitment, proposals, grants, answers to solidifying an agreement. That is the central energy. So this is the season of new beginnings and making things happen. You have the Knight of Wands, and that is following your purpose, finding the point in the pursuit of your interest. And it is to bring about that confident, sure energy of knowing that you're capable, knowing that you are being pushed, you're being called to action, to take action. And it is to show yourself just how valuable being committed to your greatness is. It's duality. Duality. You know, by day, by night. What seems impossible at night, by day, if you take the proper actions, it's possible. Even if it's overnight, taking the action to prepare for tomorrow in order to elevate your performance. But do it for you as the sole audience, and therefore your soul happens to receive the nutrition that it seeks instead of going on ventures that Nine of Wands are a repetition of the past. It's fighting against the norm. It's going above, beyond, and doing things that you've never thought about doing before, but in a way where it's shedding light on passions that are no longer needing to be permanent. It's a rearrangement of passions. When you see the spirit take hold and intervene, all watch for signs, nudges, evidence that if you call on spirit, spirit will be your transportation out of past forces of forcing things. Ten of Swords. Because it's getting out the mindset of wondering, hey, is spirit going to be here for me? Does spirit fully accept me? Or thyself, you? Does spirit have an actual purpose for you that isn't stagnated by previous posture. It's allowing you to say, you know what? Until the ability to be groundbreaking is accepted, Spirit will chain you to the depths of gravitational pull in order for you to understand just how important your velocity is. The ability to catapult yourself into fulfillment without seeking it externally. It's knowing that the internal is the cell phone to the soul calling and purpose that you possess. Now, the obstacle of the past is knowing emotionally for fulfillment. What emotion should you be committed to in order to get out of not taking action or committing the wrong actions or pursuing having the proper actions for the pursuit of something that is no longer necessary? So it's knowing, hey, I no longer want to do things for the result, or someone doesn't want to do things for the result of validation. You have the card of there could be an air sign that creates anxiety or is the main focus that one wants to create justice for, and it's creating anxiety emotionally. And you could be between a Pisces and a Cancer or a Scorpio. And the action that is necessary is you may have been influenced in the past by someone of Leonic nature, a Leo, or actually Sagittarius. For however it resonates with you. Let's get some clarifiers going. I mean, there's enough clarity, but let's call it individuality because it's a overall general reading. 10 of Wands. You have the 10 of Wands with the 9 of Wands. There's somebody missing someone, or missing the old self, and it's figuring out just how to get that spark back. It's like taking two stones and you're chipping them, and you're like, ugh. Even if you don't start a wildfire, you just want the satisfaction of knowing that you can get that ember initiated, and 9 of Swords. 10 of Swords to the 9 of Swords. Now, the past, it's showing that everything you need is actually there. Someone's making the process harder than it has to be. Or the plan. Or you may be going for a business pursuit that is being made harder than it necessarily has to be because someone's guarded. Someone's guarded. Someone's guarded. Like this. Someone's really, really, really guarded. Really guarded. It's like prime example, like I wasn't going to do the reading until after I go to like the nail shop or something. I'm like, you know what? Sometimes you just have to vibrate at the level of you're good enough. And also take a chance on unconditional love. Somebody has everything that they need in order to create the destiny that one seeks. And it's actually being stalled and prolonged on purpose in a way because it's someone protecting their nourishment. their resources. But deep down inside, it's a picture in the past of knowing like, hey, Spirit is giving you every sign that you don't want to be beat out of your greatness. So there's a candle lit also in the picture with a piece of paper to the side of a tin. And it's going from being left desolate to walking into a season of everything you deserve at its deepest, most necessary form. The Hierophant. There's a need for spiritual balance on moving these cards say self-doubt. You don't want to deal with a person or be that person that is ignoring the spiritual signs and going into the cycle of knowing your greatness due to low self-assessment. And it's pushing one to accept the fullness of your fruit and healing the lashing out, healing the inability to channel your greatness. And then it just turns into a bow and arrow instead of being the target and the arrow. And it's alleviating friendly fire. But it's also protecting yourself from being a target. You don't want to be that target. And you don't have to be. You don't have to target yourself and say you don't see certain things as possible. And it's okay to practice healthy selfishness. It's okay to put on this, it's literally an alternative perception. Just to see. What do we see in Spirit? 8 of Cups. How distracted one chooses to be. Are you going to choose manipulation? Are you going to choose that spiritual conversation that brings about the alleviation, that relief, that fulfillment? And also, it's saying, look at the patterns of the universe saying, it is time. It is your time to succeed. You have all the tools you need necessary to succeed, including the universal sign that you are loved. It is safe to act, and the time is now. But without it being an act, you must move into your greatness. Fast, not slow. And the moment that you go about doing it for you, the ways that one nourished one's self is healed, meaning escapism, instead of looking like or just attaching to every conversation. Conversation becomes selective, and it becomes of value. Once you value yourself and value that commune with Spirit, because it's not going to take another entity to diffuse your destiny. You're actually going to meet like-minded individuals, but you're also going to know how to read the timer of presentation. You're going to know when to move forward and when to stand and stay. And it's also going to motivate one, yes, judgment, motivate one to manifest that light. It's going to go from sitting here wondering to actually. So once you do that like that and take in the ability to go from breathing in that air to actually exuding your thoughts into a depth that can only be achieved by your passions and your desire to have the universe conspire in your favor without feeling unfavorable results are going to manifest prior to. It's literally that intricate, that intimate with spirit right now. Spirit is asking to accept the opportunity to offer an open invite to infinite blessings. And the moment that one accepts that this is your season, a brand new day, fresh anointing shall come your way, Israel in the bread. And that's literally what came to me, because it's that season. We're in a time frame of life that is just that pivotal to no matter what, it's from the inside, and you're going to be placed in places where it's going to be dust, it's going to be rain, and it's all to understand your elemental being and to be able to dance in the midst of. It's like watching your creation in the oven, and once it reaches its full potential, you're able to partake, you're able to appreciate it, and also you're able to have withstood the process without having to repeat it because of escapism. So it's laying down those vices. It's laying down the inability to control vices, but set a game plan in order to structure a way out, in order to not lose your vision. It's asking to click like, share, subscribe. If you need a spiritual analysis in order to put together a game plan, please feel free to visit outrageoushospital.com. I am the CEO and president of Chakrageous Hospital and University. Right now, everything is under construction and being put together, but feel free to email me in order to have a personal one-on-one, and we can walk this journey together. And whatever resources that are available so far, I will extend them to you. And that is an example of saying, hey, do I withhold because I want this image, or do I stand in the fact that I am who I am? And I would love for everyone to stand in knowledge of who they are. And that way we are a universe of sustenance. Love and light. Namaste.